going to talk about what will happen if the oil runs out.
Do you imagine a world without oil? That sounds crazy.
Yes, sounds crazy. Oil is currently the main source of energy in the world, with an average share of 32% of world energy consumption. Crude oil is undoubtedly the most important natural resource in industrialized countries, and it is easy to understand why. Many of the elements and products that we use today are derived from this non renewable resource, also known as black gold.
Nowadays, oil could be considered as the most valuable substance, although ecology experts say that that is not true. But think about it. Going on a plane to another city, buy a phone, cook, and other stuff, the oil it's fundamental in there.
As we know, oil is used for everything. Companies come to exploit this resource that could end. And we as a humanity not aware of it. So I think about what will happen with the world without oil.
The first aspect to be affected will be the transportation, as I mentioned before. Due to the lack of oil, refiners will stop producing gasoline, diesel, and all kinds of derivatives that serve as fuel for cars, planes, trains, ships, and all that stuff.
The electrical system will then be affected since a large part of the world's electricity is produced through the oil. So we will be to suffer more and more frequent and prolonged blackouts until we are left without electricity.
Having no fuel or electricity, many factories and companies will have to close their doors, generating a significant rise in unemployment and crime. This causing great social destabilization. At this point, the priority of citizens is to get food, which is not very easy due to the collapse in the transportation system. And two, we need to consider the things that are made in oil.
The consequences could be a considerable rise in the price of gas, the end of globalization, general anarchy, and the ruthless exploitation of the less previously protected drilling sites.
The world will change little by little. But if we didn't have oil, the most predominant companies around the world will be to carry out new sustainable energy alternatives. For example, new transports will be created that use another type of energy such as electricity, even solar energy.
You are right, the impact of oil shortages can be reduced by reducing our dependence on fossil fuels. Alternative sources of energy and renewable biofuels play a crucial role in our future. Currently, multiple governments, companies, and societies are changing their way of consuming energy. Little by little, they offer alternatives such as biodiesel, ethanol, biogas, hydrogen, use of solar, wind, and hydraulic energy to replace oil.
Alright. In 50 years, our environment will be totally changed. Traditional cities will even become technological, since as important resource for society is living, but new resource that costs a robot humanity will replace it.